is my friend as well. Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the markets today. The Dow, wow. The Dow is up.
The Dow, wow.
Yeah,
Look at you, all poetry now that you're 50.
Closed up 303 points to close at 21,115 points. Apparently, the markets loved Donald Trump's speech last night.
Mm-hmm.
NASDAQ closed at up 78 points at 5904, and the S&P 500 up 32 points, 2395. Just amazing. Green everywhere. The other day we saw red everywhere. Now it's everything is green and happy. It's good.
Nice little birthday. Green and happy, beautiful weather pretty much across the country today.
It is very, very nice. And did you hear? You know what I want for my birthday?
What? Now you tell me.
Yeah. A Scorpion 3 hover bike. It's like a motorcycle. That's a drone. It hovers. It flies.
Really?
Yeah. Team of Russian engineers have unveiled the latest model of their hover bike, an airborne vehicle inspired by quadcopter drone technology. The HoverSurf team posted a video to YouTube showing the Scorpion 3 hover bike, which bears a strong resemblance to a giant recreational drone more than it does a bicycle or motorcycle. Team said the hover bike could have applications in extreme sports as well as in transportation. They said there are plans to use the Scorpion platform to build flying cars, taxis, cargo transport. Flying cars are coming. They really are.
And you're going to see them in your lifetime.
Absolutely.
Right?
Now, I think they should put some guards around the propellers, because right now this looks like a salad chopper as you're flying into people and dismembering stuff. You got to be careful there.
You do, right? Yeah, they're still pretty powerful. They're still machines, right? And you still have to respect them.
Well, machines with like super uber blades going on too. So, did you hear that in Oregon there is a library that is giving confused millennials a little help figuring out how the real world works with a series of classes called Adulting 101?
Are you signed up?
No. Adulting 101, the North Bend Public Library said each of the monthly classes, which are open to all ages but geared specifically toward young people, ages 16 to 25, has a different theme related to learning valuable skills for life as a grown-up. On the first class of Adulting 101, they covered basic cooking skills that you can do in your dorm. Assistant Director of Library Services Teresa Lucas told the local TV station. We also talked about ways to stretch your dollar in the grocery store and how you can get the most bang for your buck. I should sign up for this.
You know what? This is humorous. Sign of the times. Is adulting? We talked about the new words in the dictionary. Is adulting one of them?
It has not made it yet,
because it is a phrase that we are now using, and to explain mature behavior. Accountability.
Absolute basic behavior. And I say nothing about mature, absolute basic human behavior that sometimes our millennial friends need to be taught.
I think not just our millennial friends need some reminders. I'm just thinking that sometimes we all forget that, although, I think sometimes we wish we could just, go away to vacation, put ourselves in timeout. In fact, have you seen the memes? Send me away to timeout and don't let me come out until my attitude changes. Right. But we want to pick where that timeout is, and it kind of looks like a beach chair.
That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. And then this, of course, this will be a part of the record forever now with our news reporting skills and prowess. You remember I told you that, I've struggled to lose that last 15 pounds. I've got.
Yes, you said you have a tumor.
Yeah. A Pennsylvania woman who struggled with her weight for 16 years lost nearly 200 pounds in a single day when doctors removed a massive cyst from her body.
I think you just look for these.
They just come.
You just look for these,
No,
right?
they just come. And here it is. Mary Clancy, 71 of, I can't pronounce that.
200 pounds?
200
pounds?
Yeah.
All right.
She tried to lose weight for years, but she just kept gaining until she reached 365 pounds. I was at the doctor's and I said, what do you think? What do I do about this pot belly? He said, watch your diet and take care.
Yeah, of course.
Which is what they all say.
Yeah, drink more water. What's your diet? What are you eating? What's your activity? What's your lifestyle?
She says, I tried
Which in
this.
most cases, that's true.
She says, I tried this, and whenever it was on TV, I exercised, did all sorts of things, and I just kept getting rounder. Clancy said she developed blood clots in her legs in November, leading the doctors to discover the cause of her weight gain, a giant cyst on one of her ovaries.
I mean, really giant.
200 pounds.
Really giant.
I think that's going to hurt an ovary.
Well, okay. Right? So how?
I stand corrected. The cyst was only 140 pounds.
The cyst was 140 pounds.
And then there was 40 pounds of excess skin that had to be removed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And so all this time she's going into the doctor and she's asking for help and she's continuing to gain weight. And then, of course, they just kind of get a look at you at some point and go, yeah, it's your lifestyle. Right? Now, is yours isn't growing. It has stopped growing. Right?
It depends on the day.
Right. Yours has stopped growing.
If it's
and so this is good news.
If it's daylight while I'm showering, I think it's growing. She says for 4 days after the surgery, she says, I just can't describe it. It felt like something was empty. My body didn't feel right. I was so used to carrying that weight around. I felt totally different.
You would. You've been carrying around Eric, right, this whole time.
Now the girl, she says, I gained 10 pounds since I'm home. Hopefully I'll get curvy. I'll be hot. I'll be one hot babe someday. Did I mention her age?
How old is she?
71.
She's 71. She's getting her life back, right?
Babe.
How awesome is that? Because for so long, and you just feel so defeated, and nobody wants to help you. And so Eric, you should have it checked out.
I should have it checked out. I think that's probably true.
Along with, the myriad of other things that you might have going on. But it could be. And you shouldn't I shouldn't laugh at you. I would feel horrible if it really was a tumor. But I do.
In a perverse twist of
right,
ways,
anyways,
I would feel happy that you felt
that
horrible.
You're horrible, right? But I do know what your lifestyle is like. And what did you just buy at the grocery store the other day? What was it? What was the things that you bought?
Starchy vegetables.
Yeah, potatoes and bread and corn and tortillas but he eats very healthy, he says. So, I watch the behavior. So I am less inclined to think it is a tumor, though I will be the first to apologize publicly if it is.
If it is. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dawn, thanks for tuning in and the birthday greetings. I appreciate you, brother. I just want to be you when I grow up. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got a fantastic show for you. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. It's the way we roll. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people.
They carry over $1 million worth of vacuums and parts, and you can't put a price on the experience. That service has grown to include central vacuums, steamers, lamps, and sewing machines. Want to be impressed? Visit Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Want to be blown away? Put them to the test. Find them at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is a special notice to all U.S. taxpayers. If you owe the IRS or state back taxes and cannot afford to pay them back, there's good news. Due to the financial hardship many are facing in today's economy, the IRS has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative. Qualifying for this program will resolve your tax problem, end all collections, and possibly reduce your back taxes by up to 90%. If you are facing wage garnishments, liens, bank levies, audits, or payroll taxes, taxes, it's not too late. Your circumstances may qualify you for this special program, protecting your savings and your assets. If you owe the IRS or state back taxes and cannot afford to pay them back, there's no need to worry anymore. Call the hotline at Victory Tax Solutions to see if you qualify and potentially save thousands. For this free information, call 800-222-1963. 800-222-1963. That's 800-222-1963.
Imagine what you do with an extra $1,000 or $2,000 in your account every single month. Attend a free class to learn what the Wall Street boys hope you'll never find out. If you call now, the Online Trading Academy will comp the class and even send you home with a free $247 home study course. And then you could start making your dreams a reality. Call 866-816-1918. 866-816-1918. Call 866-816-1918. That's 866-816-1918.
Have you ever thought you'd like to flip houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? Are you ready to be your own boss so you can start living the good life? Hi, I'm Preston Neely. I used to be so broke. I had my electricity turned off 9 times, but I figured out a way to quit my job and find financial freedom in real estate. For a limited time, I want to send you a free copy of my smash hit selling book, How to Get Rich in Real Estate. It shows you how to copy exactly what I did so you can make money from the comfort of your own home without even doing any manual labor. I've already given away 5,000 books and they're going fast. To get one before they're gone, call 1-800-500-4309. Listen, if you're sick and tired of stressing about money, this book could change your life. It's short, fun to read, easy to understand, and awesome. To find out how to get your free book while supplies last, call 1-800-500-4309. Call 1-800-500-4309. 1-800-500-4309.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. Even his harshest critics recognize President Trump's habit of turning obstacles into advantages. In the primary campaign, the fact that 17 well-qualified Republicans ran against him was supposed to make his victory impossible, but it served to divide more cautious mainstream voters while giving Trump an unbeatable edge among all those who hoped a non-politician might deliver dramatic change. Similarly, the fact that pre-inaugural polls showed only a minority with high expectations for Trump's White House could easily work to the new president's advantage. Barack Obama had an approval rating of 81% when he took over the presidency. So there was nowhere to go but down. And he lost Congress in a landslide 2 years later. For Trump, media skepticism about his abilities leaves him nowhere to go but up. And even modest success in achieving some of his initial goals should allow him to exceed expectations and build critical momentum. I'm Michael Medved.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. It's my birthday, and I'm thinking I've had such a happy life. I mean, really. In so many ways, and our next guest is going to help others, our listeners, to do the same thing.
Well, I will tell you, it's a big step to hear you say that, Eric. You've come a long way in your wise years, and I think for a lot of people, you think you have to choose: do you want to be happy, or do you want to be successful? Our next guest says a bit of conventional wisdom has it that to achieve success, people must take a nose-to-grindstone, burn the midnight oil approach, and personal happiness is an afterthought, if it's a thought at all. But he says that's the wrong way to look at things. Scott McDonald, a seasoned CEO and author of the book Saving Investa, How an Ex-Factory Worker Helped Save One of Australia's Iconic Companies. You can find more about Scott at his website, AuthorScottMcDonald.com. It's AuthorScottMcDonald.com. From his decades of experience, he's learned numerous lessons that helped him achieve both career success and personal happiness. Scott McDonald, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks, Angel.
Scott, very nice to have you along with us, and I'm grateful for the fact that you have a message that is both inspiring and energizing for our listeners. Where do we start? How about this? You've got a phrase that says, don't expect anyone to give you anything. If you want something, you got to work for it. Tell us the motivation behind that, because do you see people just kind of wishing they snapped their fingers and then it appears?
Yeah. Happy birthday, by the way, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
I started out life as a poor kid in Chicago, and I worked my way through school and finally graduated after dropping out for a while and going back. And then through life, I wound up in the corner office being the CEO, and then I went on to be CEO of several other companies. And I've had a good career and a lot of success. And I wrote a book about it, which Angel mentioned. But the last chapter of the book is really lessons learned through 45 plus years of working. One of the lessons is don't expect anyone to just give you anything. If you want something, you work for it. Hoping for things generally comes at the expense of doing things. And so when you're not doing something, when you're sitting around hoping the stars will align, it means that you're not spending time actually making things happen. And that's just one of the lessons I've learned, that people that sit around and hope for things, and there's no saying hope is never a business plan. Other people pass them by because other people are out there making things happen. And that would be one of the lessons I would encourage people to take on. It is
a valuable lesson, Scott, and probably because you've been around, different companies and you've had some successes. You've been in the workforce for a couple of, for over 40 years. You've probably seen folks who think that they get to just come in and go right to that C-suite. Right out of school, they don't have to work their way up through the mailroom. Like, that was so old school. But these days, and there's been some scenarios, different things that have been highlighted, different young CEOs. And I think a lot of times, trying to remind people that it's not instant, you have to work for it, and that you'll appreciate it more. I don't think they think that's going to be true. I think they think, no, I'll appreciate it now, right?
Yeah, I do think there's been a lot written about the expectations of millennials. And, of course, there are a lot of millennials out there, and I'm sure you can find a lot of different expectations. But I think there are some that feel that there's an entitlement there, and that if they do their job, good things will happen. And another lesson learned, and I'm paraphrasing, in that you need to work hard, but hard work alone doesn't get you where you may want to go. You've got to work smart, and you've got to figure out where there is opportunity. And it's not just going to work every day and having someone say, "Okay, you're now the CEO." That doesn't happen. You have to kind of distance yourself from the competition and show that you're a little bit better and special than anyone else. I've heard a lot about the millennials and the issues, but yesterday I gave a presentation at Indiana University's Kelley Business School, and I got to tell you, there were the one classroom we had like 73 MBA students, bright, articulate, eager, anxious to get there, good questions, why this, why that, how do I do this? It was inspirational. So millennials can be a little maligned, but there are a lot of them out there that are eager and looking forward to working hard and working smart.
Well, I think that's very well said. Our guest is Scott McDonald. He is a CEO. He's also the author of a book called Saving Investa, How an Ex-Factory Worker Helped Save One of Australia's Iconic Companies. Scott, where do you want our listeners to go to find a copy of your book?
Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com would be the easiest places to go.
All right.
It's carried in some bookstores, but more and more bookstores are carrying fewer and fewer books. So it's easier to go online.
It is, well said. And you can even follow Scott on his website as well, author ScottMcDonald.com. All right, Scott, final word of wisdom. What do you think about the phrase, well, what do you think about when they've got really good excuses for why they haven't gotten ahead in life?
Reasons.
Or reasons.
Yeah, if you look back, or at least if you've been around for a while and you look back, in business you can kind of divide people into two general groups. This is overgeneralizing, but that's what you can do. And one are people that figure out a way to get things done. And we all face obstacles. We all face situations where the cards are stacked a little bit against us, but some people just figure out how to get it done and how to get around those obstacles and how to accomplish the mission. Other people don't. And those people offer excuses instead of solutions. And there's a phrase in the book, losers have the best excuses. And as I look back through life, the people that just never seem to get it done always had the best excuses.
Right.
And maybe they spend time making excuses. But if you find yourself making excuses, just sit back and say, wait a minute. Somebody else may have been able to figure out how to solve this problem. I need to think more creatively or think differently. Don't just go to make an excuse and figure that's all you need to do to get around a particular problem or issue.
There you go. Scott McDonald, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your insight into the valuable insight into our listeners today. The book is called Saving Investa. Go get yourself a copy. Check out author scottmcdonald.com. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, more positive business talk and birthday shenanigans. All here on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
I'm Judd Lesher, CNBC Radio. The Dow ended the day 303 points higher. The Nasdaq rose 78. The S&P 500 was up 32. The Dow reached the 21,000 mark for the first time ever, while the Nasdaq and the S&P hit record highs in another vote of confidence in President Trump and his economic policies. Financial stocks benefited from key Fed officials who stoked the possibility of an interest rate hike this month. Energy companies fell as oil prices lost 18 cents to close at $53.83 a barrel. GM's February sales rose 4%, more than expected, but Ford fell 4%, and Fiat Chrysler was down 8%, still less than forecast. The flow of income tax refunds is getting back on track following a slow start that had some retail chains worried about spending. And the IRS has $1 billion in unclaimed refunds from the 2013 tax year. The deadline to file a claim, April 18th. John Lesher, CNBC.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. Life, it's yours to own. And when you're considering the purchase or refinance of a home, you want to know that the people helping you are looking out for your best interests, not just the best interest rates. Cheryl Braunschweiger and her team at Nova Home Loans are trusted members of the Experience Pros Network. And yes, they're ready to help you today. Call today, 720-279-5939. That's 720-279-5939. And let Nova Home Loans take care of everything. Life, it's yours to own. Nova Home Loans can help. NMLS ID 3087.
Tune in to Money Talk, KDMT 1690, every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches, with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife, and if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk, Saturdays at noon on 1690 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
Hi, this is Oren, owner of Absolutely Cabinets. Since 1989, I've sold Aristocrat cabinets for kitchens and baths, and they have proven year in and year out to be a great dollar value. With Aristocrat, you can buy the level of cabinetry you feel comfortable with in regard to construction. If you want all the features without making a decision, I sell Decora, which is a semi-custom line of cabinets with solid wood fronts, dovetail drawers, full extension glides, with soft close automatically on drawers and doors. From basic up, I can put you into cabinetry that will fit all your wants and needs. Thanks to all my repeat and referral customers over the years.
Go visit Oren's showroom at 5940 West 38th Avenue near the corner of Harlan and 38th Avenue. Or give him a call at 303-425-5592. That's 303-425-5592. Or visit AbsolutelyCabinets.com. New store hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Fridays.
Hearing aid users are younger and more active than ever before, and the reason may surprise you. Today's hearing aids have become so advanced, they're almost effortless. How effortless? You only change the batteries once a year, not every week. And you never open the battery compartment, even at night. How effortless? You can adjust how loudly and how much background noise you want to hear, right from your phone. And the clarity. Independent studies show that our hearing aids help you to hear better in background noise than people with perfect hearing. Automatically. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins from Advanced Audiology. For more information about these and other advancements that improve clarity and ease of use, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. If you have a hearing loss, you know how important these features can be. That's 303-649-2122. At Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. This is the home of positive business talk.
Right, and Eric's 50th birthday.
Hey.
Eric, do you have a bucket list?
I got a bucket.
You got a bucket? You haven't started making a bucket list?
Dear Liza.
Things that you want to accomplish before you supposedly kick the bucket?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
It's not a formal one, but
just some things in your head.
There are some things that are rolling around up there that I would love to accomplish.
That you would love to accomplish. Yeah. Well, you should write it down and you should share it with all of us.
See, I'm not going to do that.
Right, I knew that. I know. I'm not going to ask you to.
Good.
Because I could kind of tell the way you were setting that up that you really weren't looking to share that.
Right.
So
let me just be straight out there with it. I have done so many things in my life that would normally be on people's bucket lists that I am forever grateful. I've lived a full life, and I think I'm very happy in that regard. The things that I have yet to do on my bucket list ain't none of your business. Just saying.
Well then, thought we were friends, but
no,
all right.
Okay. No, we are friends.
Huffington Post says, here's 50 things that should be on your bucket list once you hit 50.
50 things in the bucket once you get to 50.
Once you hit 50, because they say, it says 50 is as good a time as any to take stock of what you've done, what you've accomplished in your life, and just take some time to reflect and figure out what more you would like to do with your time now that you're a bit older and wiser.
We're on the short side of a downhill slope.
But you should be wiser. So I'm thinking that there's probably some things on my bucket list if I was to go back and review, because I actually do have it written down, that there might be things that now that I am a little wiser, I think, not so much. But here, let's talk about this, and you can tell me if you've already done them. of these items that should be on a bucket list. And you tell me if you've already done them.
I like listener Bob, who says, actually, it's called a life strategy. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that.
And bucket list sounds a little morose. Right? Okay, karaoke. First one on the list. Karaoke. Have you ever karaoke'd?
Do I have to admit that over the air?
It's not a bad thing. Why would you be like, do I have to admit that over the air?
Trust me, karaoke
Because
if
that's how you're going to answer these questions, it's going to take us a long time to get through them.
Yes, I have done karaoke. I'm sorry. I promised myself I never would. It was not on my bucket list.
What did you sing?
Love Shack by the B-52s.
Oh, how fun. That's a fun one. Okay.
Love Shack, baby.
2, go on a road trip with friends. You've probably done several road trips, but have you done one with a friend? And not families different than friends. Yes. Okay, where'd you go?
Epic. I went to Las Vegas with your husband, and we did a 36-hour burger run. Yes, all the way from Denver to Vegas and back in 36 hours for nothing but about 24 burgers.
I was going to say they had a bunch of burgers in there. All right, so you're 2 for 2. You've already done these.
Yeah.
And then number 3 you can't actually do.
Why? What's number 3? I want to do number 3.
No, you can't.
No,
you can't do it. And I shouldn't have actually even brought it up. No,
I think you should tell me what it is.
No, because it's going to make you feel bad.
Go ahead.
Right? It says you should dramatically change your hairstyle. Okay, number 4. Learn a new language.
Yes.
Yes. Number 5, formally learn a style of dance.
Yes.
6, get a tattoo.
Yes. Don't judge. Sorry.
Yeah. Get a tattoo. Get some tattoos. Number 7, travel to an exotic destination.
Yes.
Yes. Number 8, go skinny dipping. We're not supposed to have dead air on the radio. See, the way it works is.
But this is the most appropriate time for dead air if there ever was.
This is where you have to say. This is where you say, "Do I have to admit that?"
Do I have to admit that?
Right. Number 9, build something yourself. And it says IKEA assembly, while impressive, does not count.
Oh, it doesn't count?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
You ever built something out of your own hands, created something?
I've still done that. Listener John, I know. I'm sorry if I have offended your sensibilities with the skinny dipping question. I apologize, Listener John. Go ahead.
Learn about your family history.
Yes.
Scuba dive.
Yes, but not officially. I'm not licensed to scuba dive.
Then how did such activity take place?
We're not going to answer that. We're just going to keep on moving.
Okay. Buy the car you've always wanted, or at least test drive it.
Yes.
Yeah? What was it?
It was a Honda Ridgeline, the year they came out.
Dream truck. Right.
And oh my gosh, I drove it for 4 years. Loved.
Yeah, right. Bought it right off the showroom floor.
5 miles on it.
Okay. Become something of an expert in something you've always found interesting.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
You
become an expert in me?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. But it's nice of you to think you are.
What else you got?
You're so pretty. Climb a mountain.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Pull an all-nighter.
Many.
Splurge on something extravagant.
Yes.
We're going through 50 things that should be on somebody's bucket list once you've hit 50.
Mm-hmm.
Go ziplining.
Yes. I have, but not like we're going to go ziplining.
You've done it without me?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were doing this as the first time together. We're taking the whole crew.
I don't know how you got that thought, but
I don't know either.
This will not be my maiden voyage.
Because you made it sound like you were scared of it.
I am terrified of ziplining. We're going in June, folks. We're going to zipline across the Royal Gorge.
And you can come with us if you'd like.
One of America's. Is that one of the 7?
It isn't one of the 7, but it is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Join a flash mob.
Yes.
Yeah?
Created a flash mob.
Take a job that feels a bit outside your comfort zone.
Yes.
Conquer one of your biggest fears.
Yes.
Yeah, what was it?
You.
You can't have it. All your answers can't be Angel.
Folks, if you know this show, you know I'm being honest here.
All right. Have you participated in one of the world's most well-known festivals? A Mardi Gras, Oktoberfest, Running of the Bulls, Boston Marathon, like your New Year's Eve time, New Year's Eve at Times Square.
I've done the Oktoberfest, but not in Austria, so probably
nothing like really one of the one of the world's most
No, you know what?
festivals.
I was in Sri Lanka and they did the elephant festival. So, yeah.
And like the running of the elephants or something?
Well, yeah, the elephants are highly revered.
Okay, fly first class.
No.
No? You have not yet flown first class. It's like the first thing, and it's number 28 on the list. You've lived a good life, Eric Raymer.
I told you.
Become a mentor.
Yes.
Go skydiving. No, not even going to put that right. I know. Like
jumps out of a perfectly good airplane.
Master public speaking.
Yes.
Have an honest to goodness adventure.
Yes.
Go on a trip by yourself.
I have gone on trips by myself, but they're not most favorite.
Live abroad.
Excuse me?
Not a week-long vacation, but live, like go and like live
overseas.
Yes.
Sorry. Misunderstood the question.
Huh.
No.
Okay. Get really good at a bar game.
Oh, yeah.
Throw a party that has people talking for weeks.
I think so.
Read that classic that you faked having read for years.
Nope.
I don't know what that is. Teach someone how to do something that you're really good at doing.
Yes.
Own something that makes you feel like a millionaire.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about that. I owned a house once.
Was it a really big house?
No, but
was it a beach house?
No.
Was it on a cliff?
But it put me in debt so to the point where I felt like a millionaire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travel for a concert. You know how people they'll go specifically to another state just for a concert?
I've gone to another state for a concert, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Make an elaborate and wildly impressive meal for guests.
Yes.
Cultivate a green thumb.
Yeah, back in the early days, I used to have a really fantastic garden. Got best of the city.
Really?
I did.
You?
Yeah.
Impressive.
My mother-in-law mostly maintained it, but it was my house.
But, okay. How about have a suit custom made for you?
Yes.
Participate in a movement you believe in.
Yes.
Those are the only ones I can read on the air. So the list is done.
Well, can you give us a little?
No, you already know.
Tipsy,
right? You guys can,
you keep that page up because I'm going to come over and look at your screen.
I'm going to close it out. I'm going to close it out, right? But the idea is, did I miss anything that you want to share that should be on your bucket list now that you are 50?
I don't know that you have.
I've got too many thoughts now rambling in your head.
That's true.
And none that you want to share out loud. You can just see the little twinkle in his eye. He's hiding something. He's just not being super forthcoming.
Oh
right?
my gosh, where are my
But
listeners?
now that you're 50.
Did you guys know that you can call 855-FAN-BRAG right now and talk to us and intervene?
Anything big you want to do this year because you're 50? No, but dude, we've got 30 seconds.
I know we do, but I just can't think of anything that I want to do because I'm 50. I've wanted to do that for a long time. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-502-5527 or visit denverdentist.com.
Hi, this is Andrew Stone. After I was injured in a rear-end collision in Boulder, I called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. I can honestly say Jeremy worked day and night to get me what I was entitled to. Unlike a a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy puts the personal in personal injury. He relieved me of stress and was there for me every step of the way. Cave Law understands that many of you who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. I found it with Cave Law. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury. Call Jeremy Cave today at 720-213-3737. Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation, 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737 or check out his brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737.
Hi, this is Clyde with Windows America. Help us celebrate our 15th year helping Denver homeowners improve their homes. A-plus rating with the BBB, award-winning contractor with Angie's List. There has never been a better time to buy windows. The technology of glass and windows has come so far. Right now, we're giving away a free dinner for two with every qualifying estimate. Call us at 1-877-WINDOWS for your free estimate or go to our website, windowsam.com. 1-877-WINDOWS or go to our website, windowsam.com.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like to participate in stock market gains, but never stock market losses? Join Brett Roby for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money book. Call 866-780-7233. 866-780-SAFE. Hey
there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Dunright Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. Right, Todd?
Of course, Dad. With our unique cabinet resurfacing, they'll get that beautiful new kitchen, and without the mess and expensive replacement, and in a shorter time, too.
Boy, you've got that right, Todd. But if an all-new kitchen is on their wish list, we'll build it from the bottom up, first rate all the way. And let's not forget that very special room, the bath. What about that?
Well, hey, turning leaky, moldy, smelly baths into awesome rooms, that's what we do. Whether it's a tub-to-shower conversion or a whole new 5-piece bath, our family business will make it special, just like we've done for decades.
Okay, Todd. So, folks, give us a call and see what our family can do for your family. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or DunrightKitchens.com.
You buy a vacuum, you expect it to work. You purchase a lamp, you want it to turn on and off. And when they don't, turn to Anderson's Vacuum. Since 1947, Anderson's Vacuum has been repairing all major brands of vacuums, air purifiers, lamps, even sewing machines. And they provide warranty repair for many major brands. When you know how things work, you know how to fix them. You can rely on 6 decades of experience at Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Details online at andersonsvacuum.com.
Can't say that.
But we can. Sometimes you just can't write the words you want to say or find the right words to express your feelings. But we can. We are the right words, the people who help turn your thoughts into words so you can speak your mind. Too shy to ask that special person out? Try us. We're good at that. Love, hate, revenge, laughter. We're the right words, bringing you the words that make saying the hardest things easy. Learn more at therightwords250.com. WRITE, therightwords250.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer helping you get your business right. And we're having a little bit of fun. Here's a little shout-out tribute to our Facebook Live viewers. We've got a little birthday cupcake that I'm showing to the video.
That is so cute.
Yes.
It is so cute. Well, it is Eric's birthday, and we are celebrating. Just went through a list of things that bucket list of things that he should have on his list now that he's 50, but he's done almost all of them.
I've done most of them.
So now I'm going to have to look at, a different age of, maybe by the time you're 65.
Let's go back to the 30-year-old bucket list.
You've done all that. You've probably done all that. Right?
I'd like to do those again, please.
Well, supposedly you're wiser, right? And so I know this probably doesn't apply to you, Eric, but for some of us, real humans who haven't quite hit 50 yet, and we're not that wise.
Whatever.
Sometimes we fall off track of our goals. Like we get a little sidestepped. Like we eat healthy, and then they put birthday cake in the kitchen, and you just have to have birthday cake.
Whoops.
Or we've gone to the gym, several times, and I'm working out, but then, spend a Saturday, sitting on the couch, Netflix binging.
Right.
Right. Setting a vision for a career, excited by the possibilities, only to get dragged down in everyday responsibility.
But what you need to hear is that those things don't make you a failure. They make you human. And it's okay.
Right.
We can get back on track.
Yep. The most successful people in the world, according to James Clear, they slip up on their habits too. And what separates them isn't their willpower or their motivation. It's the ability to get right back on track quickly. Get back up on the horse. Get back in the saddle. You fell down. Get back up. We're all going to fall down.
Bad day.
Right? Just, you fall down 7 times, get up 8. It is one of those. So he says there will always be instances when when just bad habits, something gets you off track. So here's how to get back on track right now.
All right.
Number 1, schedule your habits into your life. So put it in the calendar. What is it you want to get back on track for? Is it at work? Do you need sales goals?
Right.
So put those networking events, those sales calls, those phone calls, those follow-up calls, those activities, schedule them in your calendar.
Either that or tie it into your current behavior. Not all of your habits are going to fit into a specific time frame, but they should have triggers that remind you to do them. Give an example, Angel. You talk about flossing. You floss every day. You know the value of the floss. Most people don't, but it's good for you. So if you want to floss every single time, the same order, the same way, the same time, every day.
Right. And it's those habits. So you create the habits that then end up going into the behavior, but you've got to schedule them. And so you start it with that trigger.
Yep.
So if you're going to floss your teeth, like I'm going to do it right after I brush.
Right.
Right. Or
which is right after the TV show that I just watched.
It's the trigger. And so what is the trigger for you? When you get into the office, what's the first thing you do? If it's set up your computer or get a cup of coffee, that should be the trigger. Now that I've got a cup of coffee, right, I'm making sales calls, or I'm doing follow-up or cards, or I'm, expressing gratitude. Like have that be an item that you already do anyways, now be the trigger for something even better.
One of the things that I liked that this James Clear wrote about, he says, here's another one. You want to be happier? Every time you stop at a red light, every time, tell yourself one thing you're grateful for. The red light is the trigger. It's that reminder. It's the same sequence every time. You come to a stop, I'm thankful that I didn't get hit from behind today or whatever.
And so either schedule it or have a trigger to get you right back on track. He says, soon is not a time and some is not a number.
Amen.
So when and where exactly are you going to do what it is that you said you're going to do? He says you might forget once, but putting a system in place will automatically remind you to get it going the second time. And then he says, stick to your schedule, even in small ways. So for example, you don't have enough time to do a full workout,
right?
Do some squats, do some lunges, do some little crunches, like right there on the spot.
I do that in the shower.
You said you do like 50 squats or 100 squats?
100 squats in the shower.
In a shower. Yeah. Every day.
Yeah. Well,
most days. Once. You've done it once.
Shout out to all our friends on Facebook Live. Thank you very much for watching. Do us a favor, if you will, right now, mash the share button and share it to your timeline. Let everybody else know that we're having a great time on Positive Business Talk. We are talking about how to get back on track.
Yeah, he says you don't have enough time to write a full article, write a paragraph. You don't have enough time to do yoga, take some time, a few seconds to breathe. You don't have time to go on a vacation. Give yourself a mini break in a neighboring town.
Yep.
You don't have time to make 50 phone calls. Make one.
Yep.
Get started and just, find a way, even in a small way, to get yourself back on track.
So here's another way to get back on track, and that is have someone in your life who expects something of you. You show up when somebody else is counting on you. And so it's a fantastic way when somebody is expecting you to be at some event or to accomplish something, rather than letting them down, you will actually strive to achieve that goal and keep them pleased and happy with you.
And think about this, not just because it's not optimal, it's not perfect, it's not exactly the way you envisioned it,
right,
doesn't mean that your activity isn't beneficial. So his example is you want to eat paleo, but you go to Chipotle every Friday with your friends and you like to get sour cream and cheese on your burrito, not paleo. Plus, we have a book club every Tuesday. We always have ice cream. I don't want to be the only one joining it. But here's the thing. Clean eating 5 days is better than not clean eating at all.
True. So
just know that the steps that you're making, even if they're baby steps, and even if you slip up once in a while and it's not exactly perfect, what is it? A good plan today
is better than a perfect plan tomorrow.
Doing something, doing anything that is a good decision, a better decision, moving yourself forward, keeping you on track a little bit. Remember, the turtle is the one that won the race, right? Awesome. Slow and steady. And so slow and steady. Don't freak out. Don't think that, okay, I've got to get it all in. I got to get it all in today. And then the one time I slip up, it's going to completely derail you. Just get back. Every day is a new day. And what are we going to do with this day is the most beneficial. So often we put our plans, our goals, in a week, a month, or a year. But today is really all that we have. And so how are you making today that most exemplary life that you want to have?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm not going to sing for you. All right. That was good stuff. Thank you to James Clear, jamesclear.com. We will be back after the top of the hour news. You are listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer on the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of positive business talk. And, of course, we've got Run BMC, that's Big Man Chad, on the music.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada Denver. From small business to big business, it's all our business. Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. New record closing highs across the board on Wall Street today. Stocks rallied after President Trump's inspiring speech to Congress last night, where he promised to slash taxes for the middle class and for businesses and spend $1 trillion rebuilding the nation's road, bridges, rails, and other infrastructure. With that, the Dow today up 303 points, closing above the 21,000 threshold. The Nasdaq up 78. Shares of banks and other financial firms shot higher. They got a lift from the increased likelihood of another interest rate hike from the Fed, expected to happen just 2 weeks from now. Some strong data out today also helped. Personal incomes and consumer spending both rose in January, while U.S. factory activity expanded last month at the fastest pace in more than 2 years. But auto sales in February
Simple things you can do to build better habits. What is actually required for success?
Build better habits.
Simple steps to build better habits. Okay.
He's ready.
Ready? Oh, sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Please remove your finger from your nose.
Hi, this is Angel, and coming up on the next Experience Pros Radio Show,
we're going to teach. No, sorry. Let's do it again.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Please remove your finger from your nose.
Hi, this is Angel, and coming up on the next Experience Pros Radio Show,
get off the couch.
We're going to teach you how to build better habits.
Stop your Netflix binge.
Positive business talk weekday afternoons right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Is your finger back in your nose?
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Wally Hines.
A record day on Wall Street. The Dow surging 303 points, topping the 21,000 mark for the first time. Banks and other financial companies led the way a day after the president, in his speech to Congress, reaffirmed plans to cut taxes and push for other business-friendly policies. A federal judge in California has agreed to release on bail the widow of the gunman who killed 49 people at an Orlando nightclub until she faces trial on charges she aided his attack.
On the question of detention for Nora Solomon, the magistrate ordered today that she be released on a $500,000 bond secured by the properties of her family into the custody of her family.
Defense attorney Charles Schwitt, the judge, ruled that Solomon is not a flight risk or a danger to public safety. President Trump pushing his agenda during a luncheon with Republican congressional leaders today at the White House.
We're just here to start the process. It begins as of now, and we think we're going to have tremendous success.
One of those at the meeting, Pennsylvania's Bill Schuster, says the president's $1 trillion infrastructure plan will include private projects like pipelines that have been hindered by regulations and lack of government permits. This unseasonably warm weather could mean the earliest ever blooming for Washington's cherry blossoms.
The projected dates are March 14th to 17th.
The festival itself runs from mid-March until mid-April. The vocal crowds of demonstrators that have been making weekly visits to the Tampa, Florida office of Senator Marco Rubio have gotten that Miami Republican evicted from his building. The owner of the 9-story office center says Rubio's office lease won't be renewed. The building's owner says the rallies have become too disruptive at a costly security expense for his company. As we said, a record-setting day on Wall Street. The Dow surging 303 points, closing at 21,116. The Nasdaq gaining 79. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We've got to figure out a way to save energy, babe. Our heating bills are crazy.
See this?
Whoa, what's that? A new remote?
It is. Budget Blinds was here this morning and installed these motorized shades in the kitchen. Come here, watch.
So I just sit here, they open, they close. This is really very cool.
Yeah, Budget Blinds comes in and measures, then they install everything. Oh, you didn't have to lift a finger, right?
Hey, I like that almost as much as the remote, but we were talking about saving energy.
Yes, right. See, the shades are also on a timer.
A timer?
You program the timer to open them in the morning and let the sun in, then close in the evening to keep in the warmth.
Maybe we should do the rest of the house.
What a great idea, honey.
Right now, during Budget Blinds Luxury Within Reach event, motorized window coverings are more affordable than ever. The more you buy, the more you save, with savings up to $2,000. Hurry and call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now before this offer ends, or go online to budgetblinds.com. Don't miss out. Call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now. Offer good on select products at participating independently owned and operated franchises. Restrictions may apply. Ask for...
Can money buy you happiness? Maybe not, but it sure buys you freedom. Freedom to do more for your family. Freedom to send your kids to the best college. Freedom to retire. But between our government and Wall Street, achieving financial freedom is harder than ever. That's where we come in. Money Talk 1690 AM. We're loaded with programming all day to help you profit from your investments and keep the government from taking it all away from you, because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why right now can't be your time to get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. See what our family can do for your family. 800-362-8370.
Question: would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? And would you seat them in a car seat that's not the correct one? Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. More info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Tussey. Eric Raymer here. We are here helping you get your business right, and the way that we do that is remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business.
It is so exciting to be here with you all today, especially because it's Eric's birthday.
Whoop, whoop.
50, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Yes,
probably shouldn't 50. Be doing the whoop whoop if I'm really 50 years old. I don't feel 50, but I suppose the chronology says that I am. Good day in the stock markets today, though, so we'll take it where we can get it. Markets up, the Dow up 303 points for a brand new all-time record. 21,115 is the closing score there for the Dow. How about the NASDAQ up at 78.5 points to 5904, and the S&P 500 up 32 points to close at 2395.96. Super day on the market. The markets clearly responded to President Trump's speech to Congress, and I'll tell you, there's a feeling in the business community of, you know something, this thing just might work. That it's going to be okay, and we're going to be all right together. So congratulations to them. It is my birthday, and Angel, I started looking through you ever go through like this day in history? Do you ever see?
Sure.
Yeah. There was some weird stuff happening. These
like it done this day in history in the past. Okay.
Yeah. Lindbergh, the Lindbergh baby was kidnapped in 1932.
Oh.
The Articles of Confederation were ratified in 1781. Honda unveiled a new Civic in 2005. Their new style for the Civic.
Wow, you're right up there with the Honda Civic.
And Ulysses S. Grant. He was nominated for Lieutenant General back in 1864. President Kennedy established the Peace Corps in 1961. Now we're getting closer to my timeline. Of course, if you take 1961 and you turn those numbers around, it's 1692, and that was when the Salem witch hunt began. I don't know about that. Let's see. So in 1966, the year before I was born, Soviet probe crashed into Venus.
Oh.
Yeah. 1967, it crashed into Uranus. Let's see. What else? James Taylor made the cover of Time magazine in 1971. Yellowstone Park was established in 1872. Mickey Mantle retired 2 years after I was born, 1969.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So March 1. March 1. Very good. Very good. Well, it's kind of exciting or interesting when you look back. Should I get you one of those coffee mugs that said, on this day, all this stuff happened? Or like one of those newspapers, of the headline of the day you were born?
Get off my grass! No, I don't need any of those things. I've got my little birthday cupcake, and I've got my cup of coffee.
And that's all you need,
That's right.
right? Well, Eric, I've actually been looking up some articles to make sure that you have your best year ever.
Oh.
And so when we come back, I've got some tips on how to make sure this is your best year ever. Since we did the bucket list of things you needed to do by the time you were 50, and you've already done over half of them. And so he's led a very good life, which is very exciting for him.
I probably did more than half of the ones that you wouldn't read also. So I don't know that for sure, but I'm guessing.
Well, I'm guessing, I guess, on the fact that you had already done most of the things on the list, I'm kind of thinking the author kind of followed you around and said, "What has Eric done? That'd be a good bucket list for somebody else."
You know what I never have done, at least not yet, but I'm hearing a lot about it in the news. I've never accidentally stepped on the gas pedal when I intended to step on the brake pedal.
I did that once.
Did you really?
Oh my gosh! I flipped over a four-wheel thing. It was not a car, but like a dune buggy thing.
Oh, yeah. You rolled it.
I did.
Wow.
Scariest thing ever. Scariest thing ever.
Wow. Well, a young driver in Houston actually just escaped with minor injuries after.
I didn't die. In case you were just, still like, I made it. I made it. Just
thank you for telling us the end of that story.
Yeah.
A Houston area teen may not feel like watching any of the Fast and Furious franchise after his quick but terrifying experience at a local parking garage, where over the weekend it appears that he mistakenly accelerated instead of stepping on the brake while on the roof of the parking garage, sending his car plummeting 7 stories down flipping and landing upside down on top of a shopping center and embedding itself into the roof of the shopping center. Can you believe that?
No.
Firefighters rushed to the scene. They found the teen inside in shock, but otherwise only minorly injured.
What was he driving? What was the car? What saved him? It doesn't tell you. Because I know there are some cars that's their goal is,
Safety?
zero fatalities, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
How do you fall 7 stories, flip your car upside down, and land on the roof
of your car,
right?
on the roof of a store, and walk away?
Walk away.
It doesn't
shocked.
say. It doesn't say what kind of car it was.
Was he surrounded in those balloon things?
Yes, the airbags deployed.
Airbags. Thank you.
God was on his side.
Sorry, there's balloons right behind there because it's his birthday, and so like Darth Vader things. No. Red, white,
there
and
is a
black
Darth
balloons.
Vader balloon.
Yeah.
The police and fire department say God was clearly on the guy's side. But can you imagine the fear that would travel with you down those 7 stories as, oh my gosh, this is it.
This is it.
Right?
I
think that pretty much
like
every
that
time.
scene from Thelma and Louise. Right? That was the point, right? This was it.
I feel that way pretty much after every workout.
No.
This is it.
No.
Coming home. But that would have terrified me. This probably would terrify me too. I don't know. Did you see that there's a new
baby giraffe?
I did hear about the baby giraffe, but it's not what you're thinking.
Not the giraffe we've been watching on YouTube for a week. Millions and millions of views and people waiting for
I don't think
April,
we have a baby there yet.
the giraffe, to give birth. And so Denver, since we couldn't wait, apparently we had a baby giraffe born in Denver on Tuesday morning to a giraffe that we did not know was pregnant.
And why didn't we know that the giraffe was pregnant?
Apparently, said giraffe was on taking birth control. I don't know.
Giraffe
This
was
a
taking
thing.
birth control?
Yeah, so our Denver giraffe on birth control ended up being pregnant and gave birth on Tuesday to no spotlight, no live stream, no anticipation.
Oh, Denver Zoo's got to be going, we've missed out on the most opportune time ever.
Yeah. So while everybody's over here watching April the giraffe and just on bated breath waiting for her to give birth to a baby, Denver's little giraffe, she's like, you know what?
Yeah, not
I'll take care of that.
Right?
Nobody even knew. Nobody's paying any attention to her. Thinking, but yeah, so Denver we did really have a baby giraffe born Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
In the Denver Zoo.
Well,
to a giraffe's apparently on birth control.
Well, that wasn't the news story I was going to bring, but it is a very worthy news story. Vietnam has made the news again. Their low-cost carrier, known as Vietjet, it's now, they're calling it Bikini Airline.
Bikini Airline?
Yeah.
Is that because it's in polka dots?
I don't think that's the case. The country's first private airline is thought to soon overtake flag carrier Vietnam Airlines in market share. Why? Because their servers, their flight attendants are all wearing bikinis.
The outfit, the uniform,
just like that.
Do all the passengers wear bikinis? Do the flight attendants wear bikinis? Are they only women? Are we putting men in bikinis?
Where do you come up with all these questions? I thought it was good enough that they were in bikinis.
He's like, did you hear me? I said bikini.
That's the end of the story.
End of enough said.
Too many questions.
Yeah, no, I have more questions.
Yeah.
I have a lot more questions.
Of course you do. They've been very clever about their marketing, says one of the industry leaders. He says this gave them huge publicity all over the world, and apparently, no pun intended, stock's taking off. Yeah.
Is it
stocks are rising?
Is it, you know how they have interesting names on the stock exchange, so you can find them, and it's usually, the letters, or maybe it sometimes spells, is it polka dot? Yellow polka dot?
I don't think so.
She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
Yeah, and by the way, I saw the picture, and it's not all that itsy either, so.
Well, yeah, Vietnam women, they don't even make hips over in Vietnam.
Wow.
They are skinny girls over there.
We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know the credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people. They're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
There is a darkness that seeks to divide us, but we will not let this house fall. Join the Americhicks, Molly and Kim, in a town hall of ideas as they search for the truth and find solutions real folks face today. Government's heavy hand is not the answer. The free market and free minds are. Join the Americhicks discussion today from 5 to 6 p.m. Together, we are a movement. Denver's only female-hosted call-in talk show on your drive home. The Americhicks, Kim Monson and Molly Vogt, weekday afternoons at 5 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, I'm Carrie Gusmus, Area Manager with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Have you noticed the mortgage ads lately? Companies that used to advertise low rates and savings of hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your refinance have suddenly become purchase experts. At Fairway, we've always been purchase experts. We offer our qualified, pre-approved buyers a 20-day purchase guarantee from contract to close. In Colorado's competitive real estate market, a quick closing can be the difference between owning a home you love or dragging your search out for months. Apply from your computer or mobile device online through our easy application process. Unlike other companies, we won't leave you floating alone in a gravity-free room. Our local team of loan officers walks with you every step of the way to qualify and close on your dream home. Learn more about our 20-day closing guarantee and your home loan options by calling 303-214-9071 or visit us online at fairwaymortgagecolorado.com.
Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289, is an equal housing lender. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Information, rates, and programs are subject to change without notice. All products are subject to credit and property approval. A pre-qualification is not an approval of credit and does not signify that underwriting requirements have been met. Branch NMLS number 1122559, regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate.
Alcohol began to be a problem a few years ago, and the problem just got worse. Hi, my name is Bill. Alcohol had crept into my life over the years, taking over until I didn't have a life anymore. I needed a solution before I lost everything. I tried various treatments and counseling. They did not solve the real problem. I was addicted. I was exhausted trying to fight it. Go Sober was able to solve the problem within a week, and it's great to have my life back. If you want to find out more, go to gosober.org.
85% of people who go through the Go Sober program never drink again. The 85% success rate is because it uses science to solve your addiction problem. Go Sober provides FDA-approved medical treatments using specific drugs administered by a doctor in the physician's office. You will lose your desire to drink almost immediately, and you'll be back to work and back to your life the next day. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837. That's 303-827-4837. Or go to gosober.org.
Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum, in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. We are helping to get your business right, and we're taking care of your business all the while having a great time. Have you met our friends over at Peak Advisors? Boy, I'll tell you what, I encourage you to know who they are. We're talking about Mike Wallace and Bruce Paterka, and I'll tell you, they're a couple of great guys who know more about your business through your software, QuickBooks, than anybody I've ever met. They are certified advanced QuickBooks Pro advisors, which means they basically know how to get profit out of every last penny of your QuickBooks software. And more to the point, they're both CFOs. So they know stuff about, I'm not a CFO. I don't know stuff about your business, not like they do, but they know a ton about your business. So check them out. Michael and Bruce are the Peak Advisors, and you can find more information about them at peak2017.com. That's PEAK 2017.com, or give them a call at 303-801-4772. 303-801-4772. Tell them Angel and Eric sent you, and they're going to take great care of you. Peak Advisors, peak2017.com.
All right, so Eric, I went shopping for you for your birthday.
Aww.
And I had a couple of prevailing thoughts of, where do I go? What should I buy him? What should I get him? He's going to be 50.
If you want to know where to go, I'd be happy to tell you.
Where should I have gone?
Well, I don't know. You already bought something.
Well, I did, but you'll have another birthday next year.
Oh, well, ask me next year and I'll tell you where to go.
No, tell me now.
I don't know what I'm going to tell you next year.
It's going to be different than what it was now?
It could be.
Well, birthday present done. I just wanted to give you some thoughts on behind the gift.
Oh, okay.
And so, I'm thinking you're 50 and you're wise and, more mature. And so, I had some different thoughts about, something for a distinguished gentleman, right? But then, like a humidor.
Are we still talking about me?
Yeah,
Okay.
right? Because that's where you are, right? Anyways, all the things that I kind of thought about getting you pretty much already had.
You have a humidor.
Right. And so then I started thinking about, what are some goals that you've set for yourself? And maybe I could help you and get you a gift more in line with one of the goals that you've set for yourself. And I know one of your goals is to be healthier.
Yes.
A little bit more fit in
I need
this
to drop
year.
these last 15.
So I went the fitness route of trying to find some things that went in with that theme just to help you kind of keep your goal on track. And that would help facilitate you having your best year ever. But it was interesting, you go down the fitness aisle, where the workout stuff is.
Right.
And of course, I didn't want to cross the line and get you
Centrum Silver.
stuff that would be offensive,
Right.
Or now you think I'm fat or you think I'm unhealthy. It was just really things to facilitate. But the idea in my head was you're 50. Like this is like the year you'd kind of take over and say, I draw the line, that's the past, and I'm going to have my best year ever. I don't know if you had that thought, but I had that thought for you.
Tim McGraw have that something like that?
I don't know.
In my next 30 years?
Oh.
Something like that?
Yeah, but he was 30. He was 30. So according to Relevant magazine, here's how we're going to make 50 your best year ever. Kind of along the idea of a bucket list, but more, these are things you're going to do to actually have just this amazing year this year. So you can look back,
all in.
and, 1 year later and say, look at how far I've come. Look at all these amazing things that I've done and look at, where I'm at. And the first thing that is recommended is to plan a trip overseas for somebody over 50.
I agree with that.
But put a little exotic adventure and make sure that you plan a trip and do it on a budget so that you look back and say, I went and I did this thing.
All right. Overseas on a budget. Okay.
Use technology in order to get healthy. They say that studies show that people don't reach their health goals because they don't track their progress. And so, Fitbit, Apple Watch, or Garmin, they say there's no shortage of tech to track everything. I almost got you one. I considered it. But my husband would have killed me if I spent that much money on you for your birthday.
No doubt.
I probably should have killed me if I spent that much money on you on your birthday. But you should go get one.
Money for you on your Christmas?
Yeah, I bought my own.
Yeah, I had to give it back.
Yeah. See? Okay. Anyways, track your health. Track your health and get healthy because then it's in front of you.
Is nude yoga on that list?
Please hold.
I'm just asking.
Just be patient.
Okay.
Work with me.
Well, it's just one of the listeners asked. From yesterday's show.
Now, it says to cross skydiving off your bucket list.
It never was.
So instead of skydiving, they recommend you run a marathon, get certified for diving, participate in a 5K, like do something, taking an emotional intelligence, personal risk, and building connections. So some, where you're going to cross off. Maybe it's not skydiving, but maybe climb a 14er or, some kind of adventure, little activity.
Does Waterworld count?
No.
Okay.
Unless, I don't know, there's something out Waterworld where you're going to
I got it.
Uh-huh.
I know what it is.
What?
I'm going to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to swim with the dolphins.
That would work. Yeah.
Dolphinarium.
Yeah, that would work. Exactly. Now, number 5, I don't know why, but apparently this is going to be very important to you, but you should become a morning person. Say waking up early improves your quality of sleep somehow. Some of the most successful people wake up before the rest of the world. We did that. We tried that.
No.
I am thinking don't sacrifice your sleep.
We wake up still with the rest of the world. What we did last year was woke up way before the rest of the world. So, yeah, that doesn't count.
Join a clique. They said the good kind. They say that,
West Side Story.
Be aware of the people you hang out with.
Yes.
Just be very aware and that they're following their dreams and goals and have the same values that you share.
Yeah.
Manage your money like an adult. And this is funny. It says, really? Cash and paper envelopes? It says there are tons of 21st century options.
Hey, don't knock Dave Ramsey and his good money advice.
I know, it is, right? But it's time to get in touch with your money, your investments, your finances, and manage it like an adult.
I agree with that. And, Angel, that I took some pretty significant steps this last year to transform my financial picture. And I'm happy to report that 6-8 months into that project, I'm very pleased with the results.
Okay. Another thing that's recommended to make it the best year ever, right? So you've gone on a trip, you're at least planning a trip in anticipation.
Absolutely.
Is part of the fun in planning a trip.
Anticipation is part of the fun with most everything.
You're using technology, you're getting healthier, your health goals are forefront on your mind. You're going to have some type of adventure that you're looking back towards.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to, it says join the clique and pay attention to the people you're hanging out with.
Right.
It says to start a dinner club or something where you're keeping track of and hanging out with on a regular basis fun, new, and interesting people.
I do cigar night, but I guess dinner club might be the next thing.
It's kind of the same thing.
Sure. All right, gang, we got to take a quick break. Gosh, these commercials, but please do business with the people who do business with the pros. That's how we stay on the air. We'll be right back.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. Banks, energy companies, home builders, industrials, just about everything on Wall Street was higher today as stocks rallied following President Trump's speech to Congress last night, where he promised a massive overhaul of the nation's tax codes and $1 trillion in infrastructure spending. The Dow today up 303 points, closing above the 21,000 mark for the first time ever. The Nasdaq up 78, all the major indexes closing at fresh all-time highs. Snap Inc., that's the parent and company of the photo-sharing app Snapchat, pricing new shares at $17 a piece after the close. They begin trading for the first time ever tomorrow on the New York Stock Exchange. And auto sales slumping just a little bit in February, not by much. The industry is still on track to sell a record-setting 17.5 million cars and trucks this year. GM sales were higher, but Ford and Fiat sales fell. Still, 2/3 of all vehicles sold were pickups, crossovers, and SUVs. Tom Busby, CNBC.
All of a sudden, the world is out of control, and that means your money and your investments are out of your control.
How beautiful are we talking here?
Up to $1,500 and economics collide. We're here to help because we're all about money. You can purchase in 1690 AM. All day, every day. We're following breaking news and giving you the tools and insights to protect what you've worked so hard for. We're more than just headlines. We're Money Talk, 1690 AM. Are you concerned about outliving your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime of income you could never outlive? Join Brett Roby for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money book at 866-780-7233, 866-780-SAFE.
This is Catherine Cooper. My husband, retired Master Gunnery Sergeant Jeffrey Cooper, and I survived a near-death head-on motorcycle crash. We called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. He worked day and night to get us what we were entitled to. Unlike a lot of attorneys today, Jeremy Cave even makes house calls. He's been there for us every step of the way. He helped us understand our rights and answered all of our questions. Cave Law understands that many of you folks who listen to this station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. Well, I certainly do. I think it's time to put the personal back into handling personal injury.
Jeremy Cave only gets paid when you do. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home consultation. 720-213-3737. If you're injured in an accident, call 720-213-3737 or check cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call Jeremy today, 720-213-3737.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite, mosaic, or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformation the chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
This is a life-changing message for anyone with sleep apnea who is on the go and tired of dragging around a big, bulky home CPAP device. Now there's finally a portable device that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 days. So call now, 1-800-400-2199. Transcend is the world's first portable mini CPAP device. It gives you the freedom to sleep in total comfort anywhere you are. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. To receive your 10-day in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-400-2199. Again, that's 1-800-400-2199.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey, Eric Kramer, helping you get your business right. Shout out to all those who are watching by way of our Facebook Live. The media that we use is BeLive.tv. Don and Charles and Bob and John and Tim and Tom and Holly and Laura, thank you very much for the birthday greetings. I appreciate all of you.
Yeah. So you today is Eric's birthday. You started getting birthday wishes at 5 o'clock this morning, right?
5 a.m.
Love that, because your friends know that that's important to you. They want to be the first one to wish you
a
very happy birthday. I think I finally got in about 7:45 a.m. I think I showed up on the scene.
Yeah, I think that was about right. Although you actually, if you know the way Facebook does the birthday notifications and things like that.
Oh, you know what? I actually don't think I've written on your Facebook wall.
You did yesterday.
Yeah.
You posted, and so you are the actual first poster of my birthday cycle this year.
Oh, because I did it.
You give me a weather report for.
Yeah. Well, we were having a terrible. They called it thunder snow was coming into the Denver area, and that it was going to cause this flash freeze on the streets and all this awfulness. But on Eric's birthday, it was going to be sunny and no snow, and so I was letting you know it was going to be all fine on your birthday. But I don't think I have yet posted happy birthday on your wall. So
it's okay. You said happy birthday.
Right?
You took me for lunch. And
I bought you a present, right?
Yes.
And we're all good. And so now that you are 50, we're just we did a topic on things that should be on your bucket list, how to make sure this is your best year ever, taking charge of your best year. But one of the things that is said that you should do as an adult and at 50 is to manage your money like an adult.
Yeah.
And of course it had the nod to Dave Ramsey's envelopes, that you've outgrown that.
Yeah, it wasn't a nod. It was a slam to really take your cash out of your envelopes and stuff. If that's helping you save and budget, you just keep on Dave Ramseying.
Well, so I looked up how to manage your money like an adult.
Oh, you did?
Because someday, because I'm going to be 52.
You will be an adult someday.
Yeah, someday I will be 50 like you.
Can I be honest with you? I've had a number of conversations in the last 3 or 4 days about you. And as it's... your eyes just went to half mast. But you have some kind of eternal wellspring of youth going on. I have never known anybody who looks as youthful and as you just don't change. I've known you for 16 years. And I've never, you look as youthful as the day I met you.
What's interesting is at our rec center, we had to go in and get new rec center cards because they went to a new system. So everybody's cards had to be updated. And so I went in with my son and you had to bring in your old card.
Yep.
And so you get the new card. And the old cards are about 15 years old.
Right, yeah.
And my son's isn't because he didn't get his until he was like 8.
He was
or 10. And his picture is so cute. She gave it back to me. She's like, because you're going to want this, Mommy, because he's so cute
You
in this
showed
picture.
me your rec center card.
Right. So So
I
Michael
recognize you.
Michael is looking at the 2 pictures, my old one and my new one. He's like, Mom, you look younger in your new picture than you did in the old picture.
You do.
Well, the old picture was old and it was faded
Whatever.
and it kind of was, grayed out, kind of like tattoos kind of do. They just like, ugh, after that many years. So
my tattoos look just fine.
But you know what? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Mine doesn't. And mine, it's like, ugh.
All right. Help me save money like an adult.
Right. Back on topic.
Okay.
Here are things that you need to do in order to manage your money like adults.
Okay.
Stop being impulsive.
Squirrel.
At the store. How many times have you made an impulsive decision while at the grocery store, when you're on Amazon, on a Facebook ad?
Now you're making it personal.
Well,
Stop being impulsive at the store. You can't stop being impulsive at the store. Don't you know that's what end caps are made for?
Well, adults have the ability to delay gratification by holding back on making impulsive decisions. Do you remember the video, the little story where they showed the kids in the room with the one marshmallow? And if you can sit here and hang out with this one marshmallow, when I come back, I'll give you 2. And how most of us, we can't stand it. I got to have it. I got to have it. I've got a credit card. I'm an adult. I want it. I need it. I've earned it. I deserve it. I work hard. I should have it. We have all of these little phrases, but at some point you've got to let your goals and your finances take charge and not your impulsive decisions. Know the difference between wants and needs. As an adult, we all have moments when we would like a new house, a new pair of shoes, a car, an office, but are they necessary? Do you just want it? Because it looks good in the driveway or because my friends will think I'm cool. We need to start putting money towards essential items that will continue to increase our wealth. Also, as an adult, it's time to start focusing on the long term.
Yeah, and the long term is actually getting shorter, folks. We are on the downhill side of the slippery slope that is eternity, and therefore you should probably make your will, get your money in order, take care of. If you haven't started saving for retirement, it's a good time to start.
Yeah, all of it. Putting the documentation, power of attorney, all of that in place.
Yep.
Also, as an adult, they say you might even want to consider multiple sources of income because your main source of income could suddenly dry up.
You know what? I think there's something there. I think that is a wise piece of advice. Multiple sources of income. People who are phenomenally successful and or wealthy all have multiple streams of income.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that because I did find a whole little article for great jobs for people over 50.
Yeah.
And so maybe we'll have to address that so you can have these multiple streams of
Let's do
income.
that in the next segment.
Right? Automate your investments. It's time so that you aren't waiting and remembering to invest or to put money into savings. You just automate all of those behaviors.
You don't need to look at it. Just let it go.
Follow a budget.
Yes.
As an adult, it's time to follow a budget. And we can just move on from there.
Be prepared for emergencies, right? Have an emergency fund in one way or another. And, Dave Ramsey, who's a friend of ours, he's given us kudos and accolades on our program. But the one thing that he has done that probably has made more sense to us than anything else is his budgeting counsel as it relates to starting a rainy day fund or an emergency fund. $500 gets you started. $1,000 is probably healthier for this day and age. And because any emergency is going to come within that range, right? $500 to $1,000.
And they come every month.
And they do.
Right? The tires go out on your car, the water heater, your kid needs braces. I mean, they just, every month something shows up.
And then 3 to 6 months, security is really what you need.
And when we are relying on one single income, and if you are, the more money you should have tucked away. If you've got multiple streams of income, it's a different scenario. But just planning ahead, planning for the future, planning for disasters or little emergency crises. Next thing, as an adult, you need to keep track of your expenses. Right? Do you know where you're spending your money? Do you know where it's going? Or do you get to the end of the month and go, where did all my money go?
Right.
Lots of different technology in order to do that. But it'll also give you, when it's time to maybe save or invest or you'll know where you can pull the money from.
Live below your means. Just because you have a 6-figure income doesn't mean you have to spend 6 figures in order to have a very comfortable, very reasonable lifestyle, and that now you're building your nest egg for the future.
Exactly. And then as an adult, be willing to make some sacrifices. He says, so what if you're driving around in a 2000 Toyota Camry, right? If you live within your means, you put some money away, right? You'll be able to afford the bigger things, and not just affording by I can afford the payment, but I can actually afford to purchase that.
Yep.
And so making some sacrifices so that you can live a better tomorrow.
Beware of debt.
Yeah. Get yourself out of debt, if at all possible, because it's just this never-ending cycle.
That's truth.
And so do what you can. Maybe get a second job, put some extra money, pay more than just the minimum payment.
Right.
Do what you can to get out of debt. Seek financial advice from professionals, not just your brother-in-law and not just the internet. Making sure that you've got some professionals that'll help you with that.
This seems like a good time to remind our listeners that you can always find those solid professionals that you can trust on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. It's a part of the Experience Pros Network. Go to experiencepros.com, click on the directory, and search money or finance or financial.
Right. We have all sorts of financial professionals to call on. Right now, we're promoting all of our members of the Experience Pros Network with the fan bragging contest that is going on. You can vote. They need your votes. We only have a couple of weeks left on the fan bragging contest, so make sure you go in and help them win best in their category. Go to experiencepros.com and get started.
Absolutely. All right, gang, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more positive business talk. We'll wrap this show up, put a bow on it, maybe even a birthday balloon, because it's birthday day. Be back after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Do you have glaucoma or high eye pressure? Are your daily eye drops interrupting your life? Local doctors are conducting a clinical research study of an investigational dropless therapy and are in need of participants. You must have glaucoma or high eye pressure in both eyes, be at least 18 years old, and have not had surgery for your glaucoma. Qualified participants will receive study medication at no cost. You will receive regular study-related eye exams by an eye doctor throughout the study. No insurance is needed, and compensation is available. For more information and to see if you qualify, please call 844-3-MY-EYES or visit eyecarestudy.com.
That's 844-3-MY-EYES or EYECARE-study.com. Limited space is available. Call or visit today. Participation is at no cost, and compensation for time and travel may be available for qualified participants. Visit EyeCareStudy.com or call 844-3-MY-EYES today.
Have you ever thought you'd like to flip houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? Are you ready to be your own boss so you can start living the good life? Hi, I'm Preston Neely. I used to be so broke. I had my electricity turned off 9 times, but I figured out a way to quit my job and find financial freedom in real estate. For a limited time, I want to send you a free copy of my smash hit selling book, How to Get Rich in Real Estate. It shows you how to copy exactly what I did so you can make money from the comfort of your own home without even doing any manual labor. I've already given away 5,000 books and they're going fast. To get one before they're gone, call 1-800-500-4309. Listen, if you're sick and tired of stressing about money, this book could change your life. It's short, fun to read, easy to understand, and awesome. To find out how to get your free book while supplies last, call 1-800-500-4309. Call 1-800-500-4309. 1-800-500-4309.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. Even his harshest critics recognize President Trump's habit of turning obstacles into advantages. In the primary campaign, the fact that 17 well-qualified Republicans ran against him was supposed to make his victory impossible, but it served to divide more cautious mainstream voters while giving Trump an unbeatable edge among all those who hoped a non-politician might deliver dramatic change. Similarly, the fact that pre-inaugural polls showed only a minority with high expectations for Trump's White House could easily work to the new president's advantage. Barack Obama had an approval rating of 81% when he took over the presidency, so there was nowhere to go but down, and he lost Congress in a landslide 2 years later. For Trump, media skepticism about his abilities leaves him nowhere to go but up. And even modest success in achieving some of his initial goals should allow him to exceed expectations and build critical momentum. I'm Michael Medved.
Tune in to Money Talk, KDMT 1690, every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches, with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife, and if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk, Saturdays at noon on 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
Hi, this is Oren, owner of Absolutely Cabinets. Since 1989, I've sold Aristocrat cabinets for kitchens and baths, and they have proven year in and year out to be a great dollar value. With Aristocrat, you can buy the level of cabinetry you feel comfortable with in regard to construction. If you want all the features without making a decision, I sell Decora, which is a semi-custom line of cabinets with solid wood fronts, dovetail drawers, full extension glides, with soft close automatically on drawers and doors. From basic up, I can put you into cabinetry that will fit all your wants and needs. Thanks to all my repeat and referral customers over the years.
Go visit Oren's showroom at 5940 West 38th Avenue near the corner of Harlan and 38th Avenue. Or give him a call at 303-425-5592. That's 303-425-5592. Or visit AbsolutelyCabinets.com, whose store hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Fridays.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
You know what I want to do for my birthday? I want to go line dancing.
Oh.
I just want to go country dancing.
You know what? So the Stampede on Wednesday night hosts line dancing.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know that you'll make it though, because you're going to be on the other side of town when it starts.
I bet you're going to say you're on the other side of 50. I'm not so sure that's a good place for you, mister.
We can set that up. Maybe not for tonight. Should plan to hit a little bit better. But, Eric, we talked a little bit before about being smart with our money as an adult. And one of the things that's recommended is more than one revenue stream, just in case one goes away, because it can this day and age. Absolutely. Who knows, right? And so being prepared. So I looked up some jobs for people over 50 just to help you out, to kind of so you can start adulting, manage your money like adult. However, apparently,
was Walmart greeter one of them?
You were not old enough to be a Walmart greeter.
I know some 50-year-olds who might challenge that.
However, when I looked through this list, I found on Forbes.com, apparently your speed is going to be a little more mellow in these next coming years. Because I look at these lists and I think they're not very exciting.
Didn't you see me run 12 miles an hour?
I didn't make this list.
Seconds.
I didn't make the list. And so maybe I should look for jobs for people who are over 30, because you think that you're 30 and you're running your life like you're 30, which is pretty much anything you want,
for all those who say
and want to be.
30, forget it. No, that's not true.
Our body does not react. Well, according to this article I found on Forbes.com on, the best jobs for workers over the age of 50.
Okay.
Here's where they recommend, and I just think that it just your season of life is getting a little dull.
Easy now. I guess
that's just me.
I'm going to get AARP, aren't I?
Well, I went to the AARP site,
Did you sign me up?
but it had slides, and I didn't want to go through the slides. You should be getting the AARP magazine now, right?
I probably will.
My husband started getting it when he was 50. Mm-hmm. You're going to love it. Yeah. Oh, it's all your people are in there.
Your husband said to me this morning, "Welcome to the club."
And you are. He's in the 50 club.
In his eyes.
All right. So second job, possible second form of revenue, a medical assistant. They say you don't need any formal training, but you do have to have some certifications.
A medical assistant?
Medical assistant.
Or a medical patient?
No. Okay. Assistant. Okay. This is a revenue job. Or a patient advocate, helping people fill out their insurance claims and necessary paperwork. And, I mean, God bless them, right? We need them.
Oh, yeah.
It just sounds like do you remember what was the movie where they had the sloth and the bunny? And the sloth was it was a Disney movie.
It just came out last summer or something.
Yeah, it seems like something a sloth, the sloth job would be.
Probably.
They recommend personal care aide or a home health aide. It's the first and second fastest growing careers between now and 2020.
That. I'm not changing anybody's diapers.
A bookkeeper or a secretary or a virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant would be a lot of fun.
They even recommend a medical secretary. The U.S. government forecast a 41% growth for medical secretaries. So they're looking for that.
Really?
Tax preparer. Now get this. You don't need to be an accountant to be a professional tax preparer.
Do not listen to Angel at all.
Yeah. I want you to help me with my taxes. No. No way. No, and no. Right. Oh my goodness.
What else?
Oh my goodness. Do not go to somebody who's not. No. A college or a vocational instructor. You could be a teacher. You could be an instructor. You could teach workshops and classes.
Teach you how to do a magic
Teach
trick.
Others what you've learned throughout your career. A convention meeting or event planner. Again, the government projects 44% growth. Wow. But it helps if you're a great multitasker, which you do. So, yeah.
Well, multitasking is a myth.
Would you think so? But they say helps if you're a great multitasker and have lots of patience. Yeah, that's not you. No, that's not you.
Play doctor and have lots of patience.
Best jobs for people who think they're rock stars.
I don't know what that means. But apparently, it's very funny.
Well, I don't know. It's like you can look anything up on Google. So I didn't think any of those would actually. Did any of those sound appealing to you?
Not even remotely.
Yeah.
The one that I could do, I think, would be a personal assistant. But I'd much rather have one.
I was going to say, I don't think so. I think you'd be like, no. Well, so here are some deceptively difficult jobs that everyone thinks they can do. They think, you know what, I could do that. First one is photographer. Apparently, everybody thinks they could be a photographer, but it is deceptively difficult.
Okay.
A lot of people in the world call themselves photographer.
I am a published photographer, so I think that. What are you laughing about?
Has anybody ever paid you for your photography?
No.
Okay. Maybe let's not. How about a professional sports referee, right? Everybody thinks they can do better than the ref.
And not going there. I don't want people to hate me.
Okay.
I take great photos.
Has anybody ever paid you? Is all I asked you. An event promoter. You can actually be an event promoter. You could promote concerts and truck rallies and magic shows.
Yeah, I tried to promote once. The Rockin' Trolls. 17 people showed up for 2 shows. 10 in the first, 7 in the second. 3 of them were repeats.
A DJ. Apparently, this is one that anybody think that all you got to do is play some music. Yeah. But apparently, it is deceptively difficult to be a DJ. I've known, they are worth their money, definitely. So, any of those sound appealing to you? You're going to have one. You're going to have one revenue stream. You're not going to be managing your money like an adult.
I took the road less traveled, but I brought a helmet and a tiny shopping cart, and that made all the difference.
That is too cute. That is too cute.
It was on a
well, we are headed over to Water to Wine in Centennial, where we host an event for our members of the Experience Pros Network every month. So we're going to be heading over there, talking about the fan bragging contest and getting that thing wrapped up in a couple of weeks. It's not too late to vote for your favorite businesses. It's also not too late to jump into the Experience Pros Network. You can try it for 30 days for free just by signing up at experiencepros.com. Like Eric says, kick the tires, see if it's helpful to your business.
We'll earn the right to at least sit at the table and say, this could be worth it. It's experiencepros.com/free trial. experiencepros.com/free trial. Just hit the free trial button at the top of the page, every page on experiencepros.com. Look at that. The time is over. We got to go. I made it through the show, 50 years old. We'll be back again tomorrow if I can get my walker pointed in the right direction. Thanks to Big Man Chad, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day. See you tomorrow.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.